In this video, we are going to continue with the intersecting chords and tangents properties of circles. He's saying that in the given figure, PAT is a tangent at A if angle TAB is 70. This is basically the angle between the chord and the tangent through the point of contact. And angle BAC is 45 degree. He wants us to calculate angle ABC. That means this angle we have to calculate. Now, if we look at this angle BAT, this is 70 and this is the angle between the chord and the tangent through the point of contact. So this angle will be equal to this angle in the alternate segment. This will also be 70 degree, right? Now, if you consider triangle ABC, you have this angle, you can calculate X, that is your angle ABC. So let's write it. We will write angle BAT is equal to 70 degree. That is given to us, right? But angle BAT is equal to angle ACB. So what is the reason? Angle in the alternate segment. Because this chord in the opposite direction, in the alternate direction, makes this angle. We have done this theorem. Angle in the alternate segment. So what does that mean? That means angle ACB is also 70 degrees. Now you can consider triangle ABC. In this triangle, one angle is 70, another is 45, and the angle that you have to calculate is X is equal to 180 degree. Sum of the angles of triangle. So 70 plus 45 is 115 plus X is equal to 180. So your X is equal to 180 minus 115, which is equal to your 65 degrees. So your angle ABC is equal to 65 degrees. So you have calculated this angle. Now, next question. In the next question, he is saying that in the given figure, PAT is tangent. PAT is a tangent to the circle with center O. Okay. If angle ABC is 35, this angle is 35, find angle TAC. That means this angle we have to find. Let's name this X. And angle PAB, this angle we have to find Y. Right? Now, one thing that you should note here is that this is the center of the circle and QC line is passing through the center of the circle. Does that mean QC is the diameter? Yes, because any line which passes through the center of the circle can be the diameter of the circle. Now, if you look at this angle BAC, isn't it angle in the semicircle? And we know that angle in the semicircle is 90 degree. So we got this angle as 90 degree, right? Now we can calculate this angle. Let's name this as Z. Angle triangle property, triangle sum property. We can find this, calculate this angle. So we will get Z. Now look at this angle Y. So this is made by the chord AB and the tangent PT through the point of contact. So angle Y will be equal to angle Z, angle in the alternate segment. So you have already found this Z. So you can say that Y is equal to Z. Then from this side, CAT is the angle, again angle made by the chord and the tangent PT. So this angle will be equal to the angle made by this chord in the alternate segment, that is 35. So you have found X, you have found Y. So now let's write it. So how do we write this? We will say that angle QC is the diameter is the diameter. Why? Because QC passes through O. Passes through the center of the circle. Therefore, angle BAC is equal to 90 degree. Reason? Angle in the semicircle. In a semicircle is always 90 degree. So now in triangle BAC, you have one angle as 35, another as 90 and another as Z, which is equal to 180. Triangle sum property. So 35 plus 90 is how much? 125 plus Z is equal to 180. So you will get Z equal to 180 minus 125. So your Z is equal to 10 minus 5 is 5. 7 minus 2 is 5. So you got Z as 55 degrees. So once your Z is 55 degrees, you can say that angle PAB is also 55 degrees. Why? Because this is the angle in alternate segment. Right? Similarly, you can say that angle TAC is equal to angle ABC. Same reason, angle in the alternate segment. ABC is 35, therefore angle TAC is equal to 35 degrees. Right? Okay. Now, another question. He's saying that in the given figure, PAT is tangent at A and BD is the diameter. He has given that BD is the diameter of the circle. If ABD is 28, ABD, that means this angle is 28, and BDC, this angle is 52, we have to find PAD, that means this angle. Let this be X. BAD, that means this angle. Let this be Y. PAB, let this be Z. And CBD, that means this angle. Let this angle be L. Right? Okay. Now since BD is the diameter of the circle, so this angle Y will be 90. Angle in the semicircle. Simply. Right? Then we can calculate this angle. Triangle sum property. 28 plus 90 plus this angle is equal to 180. So that is 180 minus 118, that is 62. So we will find this angle, right? So once we have found this angle, that is our PAB. Why? Because that is the angle in the alternate segment. This chord and this tangent makes the angle through the point of contact, and it's equal to the angle made by the chord in the alternate segment, that is this. So PAB is done. BAD we have already found. Now we have to find CBD. In order to find CBD, we have again this angle as 90 degree. Because if this is the diameter, BD is the diameter of the circle, this is the angle in the semicircle. We have this angle, we have this angle, we can calculate M. Right? Okay. Now let's write this. We will write first of all angle TAD. TAD, that is X. So this is made by the chord AD and the tangent PT. So this is equal to the angle made by this chord in the alternate segment, that is 28. So I can write directly as TAD is equal to 28 degree. Reason? Angle in the alternate segment. This part is done. Now, since BD is the diameter So what will happen? Angle BAD will be 90 degree, angle in a semicircle. So this part is also done. So we have found this, we have found this, right? So now in triangle ABD, 28 plus 90 plus ADB, 28 plus 90 plus angle ADB is equal to 180. Triangle sum property. So 90 plus 28 is 118. So your angle ADB is equal to 180 minus 118. So your angle ADB is equal to 62 degrees. You have found angle ADB as 62 degrees, right? So you can calculate this angle PAB now, but angle PAB is equal to angle ADB. Reason? Angle in the alternate segment. So angle PAB is equal to 62 degrees. This also we have found. Now comes angle CBD. CBD, that's our L. So what we will say is that angle BCD is equal to 90 degree. Why? Because this is angle in a semicircle. Therefore, in triangle BCD, 90 plus 52 plus angle CBD is equal to 180. Triangle sum property. So angle CBD is equal to 180 minus 90 plus 52 is 142. So your angle CBD is equal to 38 degrees, right? So you have found all the angles here. Now another question. In this question he is saying that the figure is given and PQ and PR are two equal chords of the circle, and there is a tangent, this tangent ST, and we have to prove that the tangent P is parallel to this line QR, right? So how will we do that? See, if you consider this triangle PQR, PR is equal to PQ. So does that mean this angle and this angle is equal? Equal sides have equal angles opposite to them, right? Now, if you consider this chord PR and this tangent ST, it makes this angle through the point of contact, right? So does that mean this is equal to the angle in the alternate segment? So this is also X, right? Now look at these two angles. They are also equal. If this is X, this is also X. But these are alternate angles. Therefore, when are alternate angles equal? When lines are parallel. Therefore, ST is parallel to QR, right? So let's write this now. So how will we write this? We will write PQ is equal to PR. Why? Because that is given. Therefore, angle PRQ is equal to angle PQR. Reason? You know reason. Equal sides have equal angles opposite to them, right? Now, you can also say that, but angle RPT is equal to angle PQR. Reason? Angle in the alternate segment. So they are equal. So if RPT is equal to PQR, PQR is equal to PRQ. So this is my first equation. This is second. If you compare first and second, first and second, you will get angle PRQ is equal to angle RPT. RPT is equal to PRQ. But these are alternate angles. Therefore, you can say that QR is parallel to ST. Right?